As has been mentioned, a lot of investment had been done in adaptation. But if we go back a little bit on the UNEP report of 2022, which was the Adaptation Gap Report, it shows a collective efforts to address climate adaptation are still inadequate.
We need to educate our national banks how mitigation is different than adaptation. How can we attract more investment in food security and food transformation? How can the private sector support the small farmers and we build partnerships that are really successful between the banking sector, the private sector, and the small farmer household? All these things are very much needed. If that is within our plan, I think that we can move the top, but it really is a very long journey that we hope by COP28, a global goal on adaptation, measurable with indicator and target, will hit the ground running. Thank you very much.
Indeed, Africa in particular faces many climate-related risks, including drought, desertification, floods, and forest fires, which lead to displacement, migration, and food crisis. Allow me in this context to emphasize that the subject that we are discussing, which is the adaptation to the negative impact of climate change, and also the mitigation of greenhouse gas emission, with of course the issue of financing, remain the main topic that we are always discussing when talking about the climate change.
One of the things I'm proud that we're working on helping with is that we have a long-standing financial support to the LDC negotiation bloc so that African LDCs can access the legal, administrative, logistical capacity within the UN FCCC process. As you say, you need that sort of funding and that practical, legal, administrative support. It's not glamorous, it doesn't get the front page, but if you don't have that capability, then nothing else can happen.
In our own development cooperation, we have allocated approximately half of our climate finance to adaptation activities. This climate finance reached its record level in 2021, around 175 million euros. And we're also actively championing the issue. We are a member in the so-called Champions Group on Adaptation Finance, which strives to increase the quantity, quality, and access also of adaptation finance.
We are the first climate fund that has supported climate action through direct access, meaning that national organizations such as NEMA from here in Kenya can access funding directly and more efficiently than going through multilateral channels. 12 African countries have so far made use of this opportunity from the Adaptation Fund.